ChatGPT versus Brandon Turner's no money down strategy. Let's see what happens. Now, I have no beef with Brandon whatsoever. Matter of fact, let's just face it, the real estate investing industry, especially my portfolio, would not be where it is today if it weren't for Mr. Turner himself. But the fact of the no money down or low money down, I just extremely struggle with that. And I have a lot of conversations every week with beginner investors, very experienced investors. And one of the questions that I see often is, Jay, how do I get into investing with no money down? I'm hearing a lot about this. How do I get started with investing with absolutely no money is probably the more popular question. And the answer I typically give is, I don't know. I've never done a no money deal because my very analytical brain, and maybe that's just where the hiccup is I see money has to be involved, right? That some form of money has to be involved. You got to have money to find off market deals, whether that's you're subscribing to a piece of software like PROPSTREAM or something like just driving for dollars in your neighborhood. You're paying for gas, right? Then you're going to find these properties and then you're going to send out campaigns or whatnot. And so you have to have money to invest. And even if you're not spending money on finding deals and deals are just coming to you now have to have money to use to be able to do your proper due diligence. Always do your proper due diligence when it comes to real estate investing, right? So I've struggled with this for a long time, and with the craze of ChatGPT, and most of the folks, unlike Brandon puts out a lot of quality content, but most of the folks who are out there preaching this no money, they've gravitated toward, hey, this is a great hook for me to build my non-investing side business and get a bunch of people convinced that they can invest in real estate with no money. So they usually have a course or some kind of book that they're trying to sell. And with the latest craze of ChatGPT, I thought I would entertain the conversation of what this thing everybody's raving about with AI and see how it holds up to Brandon Turner's strategy. And it goes on. It's a very interesting conversation. You're going to see at the very end of this where I ask like the ultimate question that I don't like its response. Again, think of my mindset, very analytical. You have to have some money to start or invest in any real estate deal. I didn't like the question, so I asked it to regenerate the response in hopes to see something different. And I did. I got to see what I thought I would see from an intelligent piece of software. Now, as you're watching this and you're thinking about, okay, well, you keep seeing the phrase creative financing strategies, which equates to, the no money down. And I'm using air quotes. It's funny. A lot of people who use no money down, they're always using air quotes, meaning it's not a real thing, I guess. But in our industry, there are 13 different creative financing strategies. And when I think about that, or when I'm talking about that, what I mean by is non-conventional loans, right? You're not going to a traditional bank. You're going to a non-traditional way of financing those properties. And there are 13 of them. I've used 5 or 6. I can't actually remember the actual count. But guess what? All of them involved money. Either my money, somebody else's money, a combination of both. They all involved money. So again, when I hear my very analytical brain, and maybe you're the same way, is when I hear no money, it's not possible, right? And one of the things that you're going to see here in just a second is where ChatGPT actually lands on this answer. And so what I want to do now is that here somewhere around the screen that's going to pop up is a next video of what you need to do when you find yourself in need of capital to close your deals. A 3-part series for you to subscribe to or watch coming up right now.